Hello everyone, Sirwin Sandwich here with another ARMA 3 tutorial. In this video we'll be going over the tunnel module that is in the SOG Prairie Fire CDLC. It's a simple module to use and it can add some interesting things for your players to explore in your missions. Alright, so first things first, we can find this module under the SOG CDLC modules. Down here, terrain tunnel entrance. Maybe we want to put it over here. We want to kind of hide it a little bit, although it is probably a good idea to give your players hints because it might be difficult to find. Does blend in pretty well with the jungle. Alright, now if we open up the settings, there are just a couple of settings on this module. There's the tunnel number, the garrison size, the garrison side, and the garrison type. There's also a custom garrison field and a couple of fields to enable different actions on the tunnel. The tunnel number just sets the tunnel that the module will use. It uses numbers 1 through 6. I'll go ahead and show you where those are really quick. All the tunnels are located up here in the northwestern corner of the map. And if we go ahead and look, we'll go ahead and move our camera into a tunnel just to see what it looks like. We have a tunnel network underground, various rooms connected by tunnels. And then if we increase our elevation, go outside, we can see that it's just a big pit. It's just covered by rocks, because that's really the only way that you can do underground things in ARMA is a big pit. There's not a way to do actual caves or anything like that. So that's what the tunnel looks like. You can obviously put intelligence and documents and things like that in there for your players to find, or maybe a munitions dump, something like that, for them to go blow up. And then you can just pick which tunnel you want, and then select that tunnel from this list. Garrison size just controls the size of the garrison that's in your tunnel. It doesn't appear to be that much of a difference between garrison sizes. I think it also depends on the tunnel network that you select, because some of the tunnels are bigger than others. So mini might be like 10 to 15 units, while massive might get anywhere up to 50 units in the tunnel. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at your performance. Maybe we just want a small garrison. Garrison side is obvious. This just sets the side of the garrison. We'll just leave it set to east because we want them to be baddies. And then the garrison type just lets you select the type of garrison that you have. So obviously these ones are all from the SOG Prairie Fire CDLC. If you want to set a custom garrison, you can set this to custom. And then using the custom garrison unit list, you can define what types of units will spawn. And then that should respect the garrison side and the garrison size as normal. Right now, we just want to set this to a VC local force. We just want to fight some Viet Cong in the tunnels. Alright, we have a couple of extra options here. There's the enable entry action that just lets you enter the tunnel. Enable search allows you to search a tunnel entrance for traps. I have never had this show any traps, but it does give you a cute little option to make sure the tunnel is not booby trapped. The enable exit action lets you exit a tunnel entrance. Maybe you want the tunnel to come out somewhere else, so you enable the entry on one side and you disable that exit, and then enable the exit on another side. I'm not actually sure if that works, but it's possible. And then there's a couple of expressions that are called on entry and exit of the tunnel. So if you want those tied to an objective, you could have it set a variable to true, something like that. All right. So maybe we just want to go to tunnel 1. We want a small garrison. We want it to be enemies, and then we just want it to be a VC local force. So we'll go ahead and set all that, and then we're going to test the mission to see how it works. All right, here we go. So we're going to open up Zeus. We're just going to check the tunnel. You can see it spawned somewhere around 30 units for the small garrison. We'll go over here to where they're located. Oops, it put us above the tunnel. So then if we go down into the tunnel area, we can look around and see that it has spawned a bunch of units. They are all linked together to one group, so they will share information about the people who are in the tunnel, and they may come hunt you down or reposition to ambush you. Alright, so if we close Zeus, we're going to go ahead and pop into the tunnel. And hold space to open the tunnel. We'll go ahead and search it for traps, just for fun. And again, down in the bottom left, you see you didn't find any traps. I don't know that there's a way to set traps on the tunnels. Maybe there is, and I just haven't found it, but I have not found anything yet. Alright, so go ahead and enter the tunnel and I'll show you how it works. Alright, so again, we have the option here to exit the tunnel. And we can hear some VC units talking in the tunnel. There we go. Found one. There might be some more in this room over here. Find it shortly. Sure is. Alright, and let's look at Zeus again real quick. Now we can see there aren't any moving around right now. Sometimes like one or two units will kind of shift position to re-engage. I have had somebody come around a corner and shoot me, so I know that they can pathfind in these areas, but I imagine it's pretty difficult for them to move their way around. So I don't think they'll come and hunt you down necessarily. Also, something interesting to note is that the time of day when you enter the tunnel gets set to dusk, so that it's a little bit darker inside the tunnel area. And that's how that works. So like I said, a very simple module can be used to add some interesting things for your players to explore in your mission. One thing to note is that the AI, if you have any AI in your squad, they will not follow you into the tunnel. So this is really not very good for single player with AI missions. It could work if you're just like a solo player, you just want to do a little, tunnel rats, explore the tunnel, kill your way through it, maybe find an objective as a single unit. Or if you want to do co-op, obviously that's another way you could do it, where you have a group of players explore the tunnel together. All right, I hope that tutorial was helpful, and as always, enjoy.